Yo, and welcome back to Tales of Arc. And if you're enjoying the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. But anyways, back to some Wuthering ways. As we continue, so I wanted to change characters and put Yang Yang in the party, but we're using trial characters and they have some pretty bad gear. Like, they took away my 5-star weapon for Rover, and they're both level 50.
Is that one of our soldiers?
I'm guessing.
Soldiers. There are more Tacit discords. Be careful.
These people died to the Tacit Discord here.
Leave it to me.
The Retroactive Rain's effects are worsening. We must proceed with caution. There, another wounded soldier. The street.
Are you Yang Yang? Oh, thank goodness.
What happened here?
The thundering Memphis. It came back. I'm part of the Deso Rock Highland Supply Transport Team. This is where our supply station is. We work to keep our soldiers alive.
Oh god, our supply lines is dead.
We were on our way. Had to go through this Tacit field. Thundering Memphis. The rain brought it back to life, crushing our transport. In the end, I barely escaped. I can't move anymore. This place, it's dangerous. Careful, please.
Oh, this one is the one with the spear.
It's him, General.
Okay, they just cut her off there. Is it? No, maybe it's a sword.
Thundering Memphis.
Oh
We
god.
must bring it down to keep pushing forward.
Nice. Nice.
Break.
Let me be your blade. Ha! Hi! Ha! Synchronization.
Oh. All right, Rover.
Resolute. Moment of resonance. One with the sounds.
You're one.
General, you're up.
Wind Rider. Finale.
Nice, nice, nice.
Be gone.
We did it!
The Thundering Memphis is a blend of countless fallen soldiers' reverberations. As long as more soldiers are still dying here, it will always return. Not to mention, countless souls of our brave soldiers remain trapped in this rain to this day.
General.
Sorry. I should have arrived sooner.
Nah, we would have been fine. I wonder, are they related? Honored to meet you, General Ji-yun.
The honor is mine, Rover. Madam Magistrate and Tao Chi have informed me of your willingness to assist us. Thank you for lending us a hand. I should properly welcome you with Huang Lon's formalities, but as the current situation forbids that, I'll brief you on our plans as fast as possible.
Straight to confidential stuff.
I've heard about your deeds from Madam Magistrate. You are a trustworthy ally, according to her. Here, Retroactive Rain antidote, developed by the Academy.
Ah, you need antidote for
While
it?
the antidote cannot shield you from its effects entirely, it should at least lessen the hallucinations.
Alright, so they gave us an antidote. I'll shield you from its effect. I guess it's the rain. What if What if I was a phantom then?
For someone to show up as a phantom in the Retroactive Rain, 2 conditions must be met. Prior exposure to the rain, and a deep connection to the affected area.
Oh.
You were found in the Gorges of Spirits only recently, and this is your first time setting foot in Jinzhou, ruling out that possibility.
So you
Moreover,
say.
you possess a similar ability with the legendary hero who once absorbed Threnodian. Jue prophesied about your arrival. I was told you'd come to the Norfall Barrens one day to reclaim your lost power from
What?
Overthrax.
Lost power? I thought I was under the assumption we could maybe use it as a Pokemon, but we gain another power from it.
I'll do everything in my power to help you make that happen.
Well, I mean, of course, because it benefits you guys too. Reclaim my lost power.
Yes. Madam Magistrate might not be aware of this as it happened before she was appointed. On the day I was selected to be the next general, Jue told me this. Beneath the full moon, guide the returning one to confront Threnodian. From the threat itself, he shall reclaim the power to conquer it.
Alright, so we get some power.
And if you are indeed the returning
I wonder
one
if it's
mentioned
like
here, we may
plot
actually
power
get
or
rid of
it's
that
a
monster
legitimate
once and for all.
power. Like, it would be like, hey, you have this power, but it's not actually a usable power for gameplay, you know? When story does it like that.
You might have noticed something off about that moon. We call it the Void Plenilune.
Void
Once it fully
Plenilune.
takes shape, Overthrax, the Threnodian of War, would be
Overthrax.
reawakening soon.
Oh, that's its name.
It is an ancient terror that reigns over our land, capable of devouring weapon frequencies to enhance itself. The Norfall Barrens have become a massive graveyard of weapons after countless battles. Those weapons would have made it even stronger than before, but we must act now. The Void Plenilune is already visible. We must contain the Threnodian swiftly. Any delay could allow it to recover and become harder to deal with.
Okay, I'm at it.
Hold on. We cannot afford to rush the plan.
I don't know. I feel like we're doing enough yapping. Better just go and get it over with.
We'll get into the specifics once we reach our base.
Because they said this is gonna lock
I've
me
taken
off from the
care of all the
quest.
tacit discords nearby on my way here. The path ahead should be relatively safe now. Keep going and we'll reach the base soon.
Because I gotta do dailies, and hopefully this doesn't lock me out of that.
Stay sharp.
Fighting goddamn
Tell
birds.
truth from facade.
Hunting Master 2.
Let me be your blade. Precipitant! Synchronization. Wait, is that?
What? What are we looking at? What the fuck is that? I thought Overdax was the Reaper girl. This... It's like a Megazord. Missing legs and stuff, though. Are we gonna fight on its back or something?
Overthrax's towering statue, built from repurposed weapons and debris, has long loomed over Jinzhou as a foreboding symbol of our ongoing struggle. We managed to gravely injure it 3 years ago, making the statue sink into the water. And now it just resurfaced. Our enemy must be eager to strike. The Vanguard base is right up ahead. Let's hurry over.
Oh, Jin Shin is here. Yeah, I was saying, where's she? Earlier.
Greetings, General. Master Tianxing? Didn't know I'd be seeing you here.
Jian Qin recently arrived at our base with one of the supply delivery teams. She has been a great help.
General, you flatter me. I've heard people comparing the Norfall Barrens to a massive graveyard. Whenever it rains, cries and moans can be heard as if many ghosts are weeping. Master once told me, life and death should follow a natural course. The heavens and the earth form a vast chamber where spirits freely depart and return. Countless brave souls have been trapped here by the evil powers of Overthrax. I want to help set them free.
Please follow me. Our main goal is to contain the reviving Threnodian, but we must beware of the tacit discords too. They have shown unpredictability in every past battle. The Academy determined they were not native to the Norfall Barrens, and instead had been conjured by a mysterious power. After analyzing their behavior, I believe the source of said power is none other than that statue. While the Overthrax is still weakened, we must seize the opportunity to act. With looming danger from the continued onsets of TD outbreaks and many of our units injured and unable to fight, it is crucial to plan our attack wisely. Please, join me in mapping out the strategic plans.
Speeding up.
Oh, here?
I have split all combat units into 3 factions. The ranged units team will provide fire support from afar, while the infantry team engages in close combat. We have the special task force of Rover, Yang Yang, Janshin, and me.
I don't know. I feel like
Allow
at
me
least
to
one
introduce
super
Kong Lin,
strong
leader
person
of the
can stay
ranged
here.
units team. And this is Yue Hui. He's in charge of the infantry team. This is a topographical map of the Norfall Barrens. The Overthrax's power limits our reach. Outrider scouts can't go beyond the Norfall Barrens and Valley Junction. The deepest we ventured was 3 years ago, when we discovered the suspended ruins in its hinterland. But the terrain is treacherous, narrow and flanked by high cliffs on both sides, leaving only one path for our troops to travel. On the other hand, our enemies must take the same route if they want to attack us. With the Overthrax reorganizing their frequencies and bringing them back, we will face endless waves of attacks. Every time we cut down an enemy, it gains more power. Time is of the essence. We cannot afford a prolonged battle. We must swiftly and safely get our strongest units in the heart of the battlefield, reach that statue, and take down Overthrax in time.
And it feels like a fucking heist mission.
Rover, let's plan carefully and use each team's strength to our advantage. First, our ranged units. Armed with long-range weapons, they can strike
I
from a
know.
distance.
You literally just said that they're ranged unit. And they're more or less firing from the range or having suppressive fire against the enemy, while the infantry meets them front line as the vanguard. You don't have to tell me fucking twice. I know, I get the point. I guess the
But we
game is trying to
strategize based on the terrain, topography, and enemy forces. If we manipulate the terrain to our advantage, our strikes will be more effective and cover a larger range. Where should we deploy the ranged units?
But can we just take a detour? Like have them core unit flank them as the main unit stall them? Well, if we know they're taking the main route and he hasn't mentioned anything about them detouring, it'll be good just to give the shooters the high point on the cliff from the sides of the valley.
Deploying our ranged units high above the valleys in advance.
I wonder, does this even make does it even
Way,
matters,
they'll provide cover for
or
our
it's
close
just
combat
for
forces while staying
plot?
safe themselves. We'll use their range advantage to the fullest. It's a smart move. Next, the infantry. They have been trained and equipped for close combat. The heart of Norfall Valley is our main battleground, where we'll fight our enemies head-on. We need to plan our attack wisely. How should the infantry engage enemy targets?
So is he saying... Where's the log? Is he saying that's where the main battlefield is, or is that where me and them is gonna fight? And that the guards can just come up? Because if that's so, we can have them flanked or from the rear. Because the rear will be good for any stragglers, while flank can come in and wipe out any unexpected ones while we're dealing with them. Again, I think from the flank would be good.
We could divert some forces to flank the enemy, disrupting their formation and gaining an edge. However, a successful outflank requires a wide battlefield, but the small passage of Morphal Barrens limits our options for movement. And we can't predict everything that'll happen on the battlefield. Our diversion could leave our front line vulnerable. It may not be the—
How should the infantry engage enemy targets?
Oh, cool. He even... From the rear. So is this like from the rear, our side, from the rear, their side?
To infiltrate enemy lines, a small group of our forces will enter through gaps in their formation and attack from the rear.
But if they're continuous coming from that way, they'll be pointless, right?
This maneuver takes time and requires caution to avoid detection, particularly in a valley where evasion is difficult. Small infiltration forces may stay hidden, but risk being overwhelmed by enemy attacks. Alternatively, diverting forces could lead to losing on the main front. We have little knowledge of what's happening behind enemy lines. Better not—
How should the infantry engage?
Yeah, so it's from the front. Because I wasn't sure, was he talking about us mainly being the main combat force while the vanguards is just, you know, the backup force? If so, either the flank or rear would have been good. But since I guess he's talking to them as they're the force and we're like the extra side characters.
Now that the narrow terrain has dictated an inevitable confrontation, the infantry will attack head-on, breaking their line. Then our task force can strike where they're vulnerable. A reasonable choice.
Because if it was me, I'd probably set the vanguards back a bit from the range, let the range people whittle them down as they're coming through the canyon, and then the leftovers can deal with the ones that come out like through the gunfire range. And then while we have us, we can flank them or come from the rear, but at that point it doesn't matter much because they just keep coming.
Lastly, the Special Task Force. All resonators with powerful abilities, they have superior mobility and combat skills. If the chance arises, they will be responsible for taking down the Overthrax. What should the Special Task Force do?
Use flank tactics. Because I feel like with them there, we should flank it. And for their formation, I don't know. Does their formation matter, really? They're kind of just a bunch of mindless zombies.
Flank tactics aim to avoid direct confrontation and exploit enemy weaknesses to take them down slowly.
I'm guessing that's wrong since Rover's talking.
However, our combat power could be drained by the endless enemy assaults if we can't afford to prolong engagement.
What should the Special Task Force do?
Like, I wish there was a choice where it says just go for the Overthrax. Or get a weak point in their formation.
We'll join our effort to break through their defenses and crush their source of power. This is the only way to completely rout the enemies.
Oh, that was it. Okay. I wish I would phrase it better.
It's a risky, but
that's what I said from the beginning. We should
under
just
our
go
current
straight for it.
circumstances. Thank you, Rover. The battle plan is clear.
I mean, I got one right and two wrong.
I will now recap our plan. Kong Lin, your team will take the cliffs for fire support. Yuehui, your team will charge enemy lines to pave way for the Special Task Force.
Yes, sir.
and I'll join Rover, Yang Yang, and Jian Xin to create an opening for our main forces and take down the Threnodian.
Damn, we have no healer.
Good. Are we all clear on what to do? Our next move is to reclaim the disruptor and break through the ground wave barrier.
The disruptor?
Rover, do you see that iridescent veil? That's the ground wave barrier. Overthrax set it up to absorb frequencies in the Northfall Barrens without interruption. One of our top priorities now is to protect the disruptor from tacit discord attacks. It's a powerful anti-Threnodian weapon from when Jinzhou was founded. We need it to break through this barrier. I'll leave it to the professional to explain the details.
Greetings, General Jian. Rover.
How's the preparation going on your side?
We've got good news and bad news. Good news is we've established connection to the disruptor and we're ready to go. Bad news is the disruptor's electric capacitor is damaged. Simply put, it's out of power. Fortunately, there should be a backup power outlet. To use the disruptor, we'll have to repair that outlet first, then wait for a full charge. Any questions?
Can we blow up the Threnodian with this?
In theory, we could. In practice, it's difficult. First, it could dodge our attack. Not even a perfect hit can kill it. It will be gravely injured, but not dead.
But it'd be weakened.
Threnodians have been proven to be way stronger than we imagined. Our disruptor can't handle the Overthrax, but it can certainly break through that barrier. Any questions?
Why is it still powered by pre-lament energy?
That's because this ancient disruptor dates back at least to the founding of Jinzhou. Creating such a powerful weapon with limited technology back then, whoever did it was truly a genius, I must say. If we were to unleash its full power on Jinzhou City, it might launch the entire place into the air. Any questions?
No, it's ancient technology. I don't have more questions.
By the way, this is a weapon of mass destruction. The capital would want strict control over its use, I assume. Will they really approve our application?
The Magistrate and I have it covered. Trust me.
All right. We'll be waiting for the green light. Lastly, we've got more bad news. Baija, please fill us in.
Yes. Rover, I am currently monitoring the tacit discord attacks from the Academy to design a safer route for you. We just received word from our soldiers at the emplacement. A large number of tacit discords are targeting the disruptor, and our troops are doing their best to defend it. The disruptor has been surrounded by the tacit discords, with more of them slowly closing in. After we recapture the nearby emplacement, it will take some more time for the disruptor to recharge. You may need to hold out a little longer. I'll send you the coordinates of the disruptor and its backup energy port. We wish you the best of luck.
I trust we all understand the situation now. Rover, Yang Yang, please go and secure the disruptor and fix its backup energy outlet. Jian Xin, please stay and guard the base. I'll draw those tacit discords away. Let's get moving.
Alright, we can finally do this. You're about to start a long quest. Your current quest progress will be ended and archived when you return. You can resume this quest from the last checkpoint. Oh, cool. Alright. And anyways, thanks for watching. Love you guys. Stay safe and I'll see you next time.